Right now, Concerts on the Square returns tonight, a final summer performance. We are live from the Capitol Square with what to expect. Plus, the family of an Oregon man killed in a hit and run, looking for answers on the incident and how you can help lay their loved one to rest. And later, ballot drop boxes will be back for the upcoming election. We take a look at the safety measures being put in place ahead of time. We welcome you to News 3 Now at 6. Well, we could see some severe weather later tonight, but it shouldn't be a factor for tonight's Concerts on the Square, the grand finale for the season. Your last chance to enjoy the sounds of the summer in Madison. For more on tonight's performance, let's go live to the Capitol Square where News 3 Now's Susan Simon is standing by. Susan?
Hi, Eric. Can you believe it? It's almost August. This is kind of a bittersweet night. It signals the send-off to summer, the final concert on the square. The Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra has saved the best for last tonight. It's going to be an all-American celebration, the grand finale of the 41st season of this incredible event. And there's so much to be thankful for, especially the weather. We're 6 for 6 this season. When is the last time you can remember that happening? The weather cooperating for every concert. And even though it's been warm and humid, Alex, in the shade, there's a little bit of a breeze. Yeah. It's another beautiful evening tonight. How lucky we are.
Lucky we are. I was saying earlier, I put this order in for tonight so that we get this last show in. I just didn't order the heat and humidity. But that's what you get at the end of July.
But at the end of summer, you want to savor that, you know? You want to bottle it for later in the year.
Because we'll get into summer, like we were saying before, and we'll say, gosh, I wish we had that warm weather.
Sir.
And that breeze does feel nice when it moves through here. But we do have alert day conditions that we're expecting overnight tonight. The time frame is 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. when we're expecting the potential for some stronger thunderstorms in southern Wisconsin. That marginal risk is severe weather, a slight risk towards the Mississippi River. That's where the more concentrated, widespread threat for severe weather will be overnight tonight. Radar 3000 showing a couple thunderstorms popping up over southeastern Minnesota. And our future track radar is bringing those closer to southern Wisconsin as we go towards 7, 8, 9 o'clock, but it fizzles them, and I think that will be the case as we move towards the middle of the evening hours. We're not expecting widespread storms until we get a little bit later into the overnight period, which we'll talk about more and track more in Maine weather. Right now, it feels like 97 degrees, but again, with that breeze, it's not too bad. It's doable out there. I have water down here. I encourage you to bring water across. If you're coming downtown here. Those temperatures by the time we get to the start of the show, mid-80s, and then we'll slip to right around 80 at the end of the show with those thunderstorms then knocking on our doorstep at midnight. We're going to track those thunderstorms and the threats they bring in a few minutes. Back to you in the studio, Eric.
All right, Alex, thank you. Stay up to date on the weather with our First Warn Forecast weather app, hourly forecast road conditions, and your latest radar. You can download it for free in your phone's app store. Just search WISC weather. A 19-year-old man has been sentenced to 3 months jail time and 4 years probation for a 2023 crash that killed a teenage girl who was waiting for a school bus. Kevin Green pleaded guilty to homicide by negligent operation of a vehicle. Green has also been ordered to participate in 8 community presentations to high school students about distracted driving. The sentence stems from a May 2023 crash that killed 13-year-old Evelyn Gurney of Reedsburg. Records show Green was using his cell phone at the time of the crash and was going 63 in a 55-mile-an-hour zone. An Oregon family is mourning the loss of their loved one after he died in a hit-and-run crash in Milwaukee. Tanisha Shaw is here now. And Tanisha, you spoke with the family, I understand, who says the victim was in Milwaukee for Harley Fest, correct?
Yes, Eric. Today I got an opportunity to sit down with the family. They say the victim is Mark Jones. They remember him as loving, funny, and ambitious.
I could say a million things, but I'm so lost for words right now that...
Yeah. It's very heart-wrenching.
We used to go ride bikes all the time, and he was a moneymaker. He'd do everything he can do, and he'd try to make everybody laugh all the time.
This is Mark Jones. A driver crashed into Mark as he was riding his motorcycle Saturday night to Harley Fest.
It ain't the motorcycle that got him.
It's not the motorcycle.
Right.
The lack of respect on other parts.
Milwaukee police say the people in the car ran away from the scene after the collision. Now, the Jones family is asking for those responsible to step up.
I know somebody knows something. I hope that they man up and actually turn themselves in and, do the right thing. But if anybody knows anything, I encourage them to say something.
Family and loved ones say that the Oregon community is coming together to support them, hosting multiple fundraisers and even in early plannings of a motorcycle ride in Mark's honor.
We're happy that he had fun. That's because that was him. He always had fun.
Doing everything they can to keep Mark's honor alive.
I know Mark would want us to move on. That ain't so easy.
Yeah.
You can see the family and friends have already started a GoFundMe. These will go towards the family's funeral expenses. We have those on our website at channel3000.com. Right now, Milwaukee police are still searching for the people in connection to this crash.
Tanisha, thank you. To campaign 2024 coverage now, Vice President Kamala Harris will visit Western Wisconsin next week. CBS News has also learned the Vice President intends to name her running mate by Monday, and whoever joins her on the ticket will be part of the campaign's nationwide tour next week. That includes that visit to Wisconsin. Meanwhile, former President Trump and his running mate, Senator J.D. Vance of Ohio, are rallying voters in swing states, focusing on attacking the vice president over her handling of the U.S.-Mexico border. City of Madison planning to reopen ballot drop boxes next week so they can be used for the upcoming primary election. Our Merrill Hubbard spoke with city clerks to learn more about the safety measures put in place to make sure these drop boxes are ready.
There are 14 ballot drop boxes in Madison, all of them near fire stations just like this one. Now, with the upcoming primary election in August, the city is getting everything ready for these drop boxes so that people can cast their votes safely and effectively.
It's an absentee ballot box. I think I walk by it every day, but I don't know that much about it.
In 2022, the Supreme Court ruled that ballot drop boxes weren't allowed to be used in Wisconsin.
They've been locked up for years. We haven't touched them.
So they've stood outside for 2 years waiting for the day they'd serve a purpose again. Now is the time because just a couple weeks ago, the Supreme Court went back on their ruling, so the city is on it.
We're hoping to unlock them on Monday.
The city of Madison will be repainting the boxes, checking the locks, and assigning certified poll workers to safely collect everyone's votes.
I assume you request a ballot, and then this is kind of where you drop it off or turn it in.
It's that simple. People drop off their absentee ballots, then those ballots go straight to the clerk's office that same day.
You are putting it in a secure box that is more secure than the mailbox that you have in front of your house. It's going to be picked up that day, delivered to the clerk's office with a security seal.
We'll then check that seal to make sure that everything matches up and nothing's been changed since they picked it up. And then we'll check them in here.
With additional security cameras and the fire department supervision, the city says the drop boxes are a great option so long as you fill out everything correctly.
Before you insert your ballot, make sure you have the voter signature, witness name, and witness address, because we want your ballot to count.
If you do plan to use these ballot drop boxes in the upcoming primaries, you have until August 12th, aka the day before the election, to cast your vote. Reporting in downtown Madison, I'm Merrill Hubbard, News 3 Now.
Merrill, thank you. The city plans for the drop boxes to open next week, but if you have any questions about your ballot in the meantime, you can contact the city clerk's office. Well, coming up on News 3 Now at 6, looking at the state of affordable child care in the Madison area, what the city is saying about the issue as it continues to grow. That's just ahead. Stay with us.
Watching News 3 Now at 6. Brought to you by Gruber Law Offices.
I'm attorney David Gruber. If you've been seriously injured, trust our hometown team to get you back in the game. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
When you need to relax and recharge your body and mind, retreat to the comfort of stressless furniture at the Century House. Designed to harmonize with the natural movements of your body. It's where true comfort begins and every day should end. Get a $100 instant rebate for every $1,000 spent and $200 off 4 dining chairs at the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Now 5, now 15, now 5.
Experience the thrill of a live auction and get a great deal on an RV. The Ultimate RV Auction is being hosted at Camping World in Madison, Wisconsin, Friday, August 2nd at 1 p.m. Central Time. Over 100 RVs are up for grabs with bids starting at $1 and no reserves on select units. Bid in person or online at cwauctions.com. Pre-bidding is going on now. Preview the inventory and place your bid today.
Tens of millions of roofs across America are failing, wearing out decades early and leaking, oftentimes without you knowing about it, causing tremendous damage. Here's how you know you have a problem with your roof. Black streaking, your roof looks rough, or granules shedding off into your gutters or showing up in your driveway. Your roof is wearing out too fast, and it's going to cost you a bundle. RoofMax makes your roof like new by strengthening and rejuvenating it. So give us a call, and we'll give you a free assessment to see if your roof qualifies.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is taking you beyond the barometer. Email your weather-related questions to firstwarn@wisctv.com, and our team of meteorologists will give you the answers on News 3 Now, live at 4. You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. Finding quality childcare is one thing, paying for it is another. Our Jalen Banks caught up with the City of Madison's Early Childhood Care and Education Department on the current state of childcare here. Jalen?
Eric, childcare costs are out of reach for many because it is considered unaffordable, even when you often factor in 2 salaries. Families in the city of Madison on average are paying $400 a week for infant care. Across Dane County, it's within $20 of that same amount on average.
I'd say that those struggles still persist, and they've probably gotten worse in many cases. The cost of care is a lot. I think in this county, it averages out about 17% of the median family income annually, and that's for one child.
Part of the steady increased cost of childcare may be attributed to lower wages for childcare workers.
They're averaging around, I believe it's $14, $15 an hour for your lead teachers. So it's hard to keep that workforce consistent in your classroom. And as costs continue to go up and the cost of living goes up, it's hard to pass that cost on to parents to keep your qualified workforce.
And Marsh shares with me the department continues to see a steady increase in requests for their assistance programs.
City of Madison has a child care assistance program. So we help people who are not eligible for the state child care assistance program. The state program goes up to 200% of the federal poverty level, and that's based on how many kids you have, how many adults are in the house. Typically, that's around $40,000 for a family of 4. The city will go up to 300%, so that does increase as well.
However, there are still other expenses that factor into child care as well.
Co-pays, the cost of care, transportation, and then the limited access that there is to child care right now. It's really hard to meet those families where they're at and then make that connection to something that's really valuable in the field.
Now we have more information on this story and other child care stories that we've covered throughout the year and last year. And you can find that on channel3000.com.
Jalen, thank you. Still more ahead on News 3 Now at 6. After the break, we head back out live to the Capitol as the crowd gathers for tonight's concerts on the square. What the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra CEO says you can expect for tonight's final concert of the season. And can we expect any more storms to roll through southern Wisconsin this week? Alex is back. Complete forecast when we come back.
It's the Great Grill Out Sale at Hy-Vee this Friday through Sunday. Bacon wrapped sirloins just $2.99. Whole boneless pork loin just $1.98 a pound. Chicken breast just $2.48 a pound. Fresh ground chuck just $3.99 a pound. 8-ounce pork loin butterfly chops or America's chops, 3 for just $4. And our special recipe brats or patties, 8 for just $12. Plus a 16-cent fuel saver. Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee.
Baraboo Furniture and Mattress is celebrating Wisconsin's hot summer months with a huge hot summer sale. Save from 20 to 60% off every item store-wide. Over $1 million of quality name brands on display in our beautiful new showroom, including Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, England, Ashley, Spring Air, Amish Furniture, and much more, all on sale. Get special free financing, all credit welcome. Hurry in today to the huge store-wide hot summer sale at Baraboo Furniture and Mattress, where your satisfaction is our guarantee.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
This is America's border czar, and she's failed us. Under Harris, over 10 million illegally here. 250,000 Americans dead from fentanyl. Brutal migrant crimes. And ISIS now here.
Do you have any plans to visit the border? You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. I mean, I don't understand the point that you're making.
Kamala Harris, failed, weak, dangerously liberal.
Watch this. Witness what happens to this woman's bags under her eyes in an actual time lapse in just minutes. The problem will disappear before your eyes with a revolutionary topical formulation that works in just minutes, and the effects will last for hours. Over 1 million people are using this topical technique to visually reduce puffiness and bags, even fine lines and wrinkles on the face and forehead. Introducing Plexiderm. Jump on board and say yes to this amazing $14.95 Plexiderm trial. Order right now. We'll pay your shipping.
It's Empire Today's half-price sale. Half price on carpet, hardwood, vinyl, and laminate. Plus, half price on quality professional installation. Schedule now.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today. Learning to play better golf can be a challenge for anyone, so let PGA professional Joel Weitz improve your play the fundamental way with simple 1-minute golf tips. Fridays on News 3 Now at noon. Brought to you by Vitence Golfland. You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
And welcome back. Concerts on the Square is back in action tonight for the final time this season. Let's check back in with Susan Simon, who joins us live. She is on the Capitol Square tonight. Susan?
Hi, Eric. It makes you a little sad, doesn't it? But it has been a spectacular 41st season of Concerts on the Square, and tonight is the grand finale. The CEO of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra, Joe Lanus, is with us once again. Joe, congratulations on an amazing season.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a big team effort, and it's just so great to be here tonight with good weather and the usual crowds.
And you've saved the best for last. It's an all-American celebration tonight. Give us the Cliff Notes version of what we can expect.
Baltimore pianist John Novacek playing I Got Rhythm and Rhapsody in Blue, which are just true Americana pieces. 100-year anniversary of George Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue. And we have the Ellington Suite, Nutcracker Suite, which gets Andrew up on stage dancing with a little backbeat. It's really fun. And then two amazing, top-of-their-game composers, Carlos Simon and Michael Abels, that are going to kick off the program and then also kick off the second half. So it's a really strong program tonight.
Look at all of the people here. Week after week, it has been standing room only on the Capitol Square. And for people that are long-timers in Madison, you know, this all started when Pleasant Rowland, the founder of American Girl, had an idea to have a concert on the Capitol Square. And look at where it has come from there. It's got to be incredibly gratifying for you.
Absolutely. I grew up in Wisconsin, and I think I was born on week 2 of that first year, 1984. So I just dated myself. But
yeah, me too.
But really, I think to have this in a community the size of Madison, and the whole village shows up, from our production team to our sponsors to our volunteers to all the community members, it's really remarkable. And we're an American orchestra that gets to do this year in, year out for this community.
You've had tremendous support from people, and that's in part because of a terrific opportunity to spend $5 a month to support the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra. I mean, you can spend $5 across the street at a Starbucks. Spend $5 and allow this to continue and sustain. It's a great opportunity.
Yeah, thanks, Susan. We're a 501c3 charitable organization, and we spend $1.1 million every summer to put this on. 80% of our revenue every year is through charitable contributions, and we started the Friends of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra membership program. $5 a month. You can text concerts to 801-801. And that gives us that sustainable revenue stream so we can do events like this for our community. So we have several hundred friends. We'd love for everyone tonight, if they feel invested in this series, to consider joining us and becoming a friend of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra.
Well, it's been a wonderful run. Thank you for letting us come along on the ride with you this season. We hate to see it end. We really do. I know I gave you a heart attack earlier when I said, let's do 12.
Yeah.
Maybe one of these years, but thanks to you for all you do, and have a great season finale.
Yeah, thank you, Susan. I appreciate the partnership with News 3. You all are incredible.
Great to see you.
Great to see you.
And then let's go over to Alex now. That's another thing we have to be grateful for, Alex. The weather cooperated. We weren't sure we were going to get this concert in tonight, but we went 6 for 6.
Yes, yep. Put in order, as I was mentioned before, for good weather. Just didn't get the heat and humidity part quite right. That's definitely prevalent out here, but it actually isn't too bad. We have a little bit of a breeze going on out here, and underneath the shade, underneath the canopy, it's not all that bad out here comfort-wise. Just bring that water to stay hydrated. We're watching a couple of thunderstorms over southeastern Minnesota. Weather models are fizzling those as they move towards the Madison area this evening. Better chances for thunderstorms are going to come well after the end of the show, towards 11, 12 o'clock at night, as our temperatures stay muggy all night. That's part of the 3 things you need to know. Tracking overnight thunderstorms. Some of those could be on the stronger side. Scattered thunderstorms are a possibility on Thursday, especially if we can get the sun to come back out, prime back up, heat back up for the fuel, the energy for redevelopment of storms. And I can guarantee you a warm Friday and a warm weekend is ahead as part of the 3 things you need to know. That prime time frame, if we're going to get any strong storms in southern Wisconsin, will be 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. during the wee hours of Thursday morning. So this is an overnight event. This isn't an evening event that we've been typically used to throughout the severe weather season. Where are the more widespread area of thunderstorms right now? They're over the state of Minnesota, another cluster over eastern Nebraska, and they're moving towards the north and towards the east. They'll form a single line, and that line is then going to move through southern Wisconsin. Take note at 7 o'clock, a few showers and thunderstorms up towards Black River Falls, north and west of La Crosse. Those are those few thunderstorms trying to get into the area, but as we put future track into motion, notice how they fizzle out. As we move closer to the midnight hour, better chances for those thunderstorms forming into a line. We call that congealing, and that line then moves into southwestern Wisconsin, hugging the Wisconsin-Illinois border as the most concentrated area of thunderstorms as we approach 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And Savannah will be here in the morning in case any of those storms get on the rough side. But they fizzle, and then Kelly takes over later morning and for the noon show as we see the atmosphere potentially reprime for more thunderstorm activity scattered in the afternoon and the evening hours. If we do get warm enough and we prime, we may go alert day conditions on Thursday for the potential for widespread severe weather. But right now that risk is looking low at this point in time. Marginal risk tonight, better chances for severe weather over southwestern Wisconsin. Keeping an eye on the severe weather threat for Thursday. Those morning storms will make a big impact on the redevelopment of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Chance of a storm Friday morning, and then we turn dry and warm by the time we get to Saturday, and then Sunday, perhaps a thunderstorm later in the day. Back to you in the studio, Eric.
And coming up in sports, there's a battle to be Wisconsin's starting quarterback. While the 2 Badgers in that competition say their goal right now is to make each other better. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected. Which is ironic, don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else. Ironic. Ironic. But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Traffic jam. Ugh. And I'm already late.
Get an 11% rebate on your painting project, now at Menards. Pittsburgh Ultra Interior Paint and Primer in 1 provides a durable, washable finish. Grab a gallon of Ultra Interior Flat Paint for just $16.88 after rebate. Give your room a grand finish with Pittsburgh Grand Distinction Interior Paint. It's a premium paint and primer with excellent durability and comes in over 751 coat colors. A gallon starts at $31.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Joe Biden put Kamala Harris in charge of the border.
We have a secure border.
On Kamala's watch, illegal border crossings hit record highs. Criminal illegal aliens are murdering Americans. Cartels are poisoning kids. And illegals are receiving taxpayer benefits and putting more burdens on hardworking taxpayers.
We have a secure border.
Kamala Harris is dishonest and dangerous. Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Dad, are you certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters, like the certainty of 4imprint, your home for high-quality promotional gear, including exclusive items and brands they love. Printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time. To wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team, check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
They produced yacht rock hits that defined an era. It's Ambrosia. Performing live October 12th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. With special guest John Ford Coley. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. Soft rock that rocked the yacht. Ambrosia, John Ford Coley, October 12th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells.
They're a little bit better in different areas than the other one, and I think it's making both of them better, and they're battling right now. And that's a good thing, you know, for me in my room, and it's a good thing for the offense, and obviously it's a great thing for this football team.
Just like in the spring, Braden Locke and Tyler Van Dyke enter the fall in a quarterback competition. Phil Longo described it as a close battle, and that's a good thing for all parties involved. Locke has the edge when it comes to the offense. He's been in the system longer, while Van Dyke, who transferred in from Miami, brings the experience. And the two made it clear no matter who wins the job, the goal is to push each other and the team to be successful.
The quarterback battle is won through, you know, playing your best football and being the best guy every day and believing that you are that guy every day. You know, it's not won through hoping another player does bad or, you know, if we're winning on Saturdays, that's what's most important.
We've had, you know, some really good competitions out there in practice, and that's going to continue into fall camp, and it's only going to make us better. It's going to make this team better.
Another day, another watch list for Hunter Wohler. This time, the Badger safety found himself on the Jim Thorpe Award watch list. It's an award that's given to the top defensive back in the country. Wohler led the team in tackles last season while finishing with 5.5 TFL. The United States men continue to dominate in group play. The U.S. beat South Sudan by 17 this afternoon. Oshkosh native Tyrese Halliburton scored 6 points in 8 minutes in his Olympic debut. Up next for Team USA, a date with Puerto Rico and Aleem Ford on Saturday. Rubber match between the Brewers and Braves, and things were going okay until Matt Olson stepped into the batter's box. He homered in the 4th and then again in the 8th, and so did his teammate Travis d'Arnaud. They went back-to-back twice. Brewers fall 6-2. 4 home runs for the other team. Not great.
Yeah, they're hitting a bit of a wall right now. Badgers practice outside in this heat today?
Pretty hot.
Nice and toasty down there at Platteville. Let's go back out to Alex Harrington. He is live in the Capitol Square with a final recap of our weather. It's a toasty one, Alex.
Yeah, definitely a toasty one down here, although the breeze makes things feel a little bit more tolerable. Future tracker keeping an eye on a couple thunderstorms to the northwest, but they do fizzle as they approach the Madison area, so I think the show will be just fine. Better chances for storms during the wee hours of the morning.
All right, thanks for